Before I get on the ground, I'll just do an overview of everything. I'm using the right-hand map, which is current day. I parked on Abbey Lane. Along here is like an old road in front of the houses, like a lay-by. I parked in there, left it quite safely there. Now, I've previously done a video on Beechief Abbey, but what I did is I just carried on walking down here and started the video here. So on this crossroads just here used to be Beechief Station, which closed in 1961. I did a short on it, but it's not in the video itself, so I thought I'd just give it a mention. So I just carried along here to the Abbeydale Industrial Hamlet. Did a quick tour around there just to whet your appetite. I didn't go into a lot of detail. You see this big reservoir, it's only about a third of that size now. Most of it's overgrown. It looks like a nature reserve, which is a shame. It used to be big when I was a kid. But I just carried along here till I got to the station. Now, you can't see the station on the right-hand map, but on the left-hand map, you can. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I'm in Abbeydale here or not, or Totley or whatever, so I was confused. It's very hard to tell. I mean, you've got Bradway down at the bottom on the right-hand side, but I just carried along this road. I did come to Abbeydale Sports Ground, I did film that. So I'm guessing that even though we've hit Dore and Totley station up here, we're actually walking through Abbeydale. It's so confusing. But eventually I got into real Totley and just carried on following this road up, right up to the old village. So that's the old village just up there. It's easy to tell on the left-hand map. So this is the original village of Totley, which would have been a farming community. So it's expanded massively since the Second World War. So the map you've got on the left-hand side is actually 1961. But I'm guessing that the expansion was happening long after the Second World War. So Totley's expanded quite a bit. That's the old village on the left-hand side just there. But if we go onto Dore, which I'm going to cover in a later video, if you look at the right-hand side, you look at the size of Dore now. But on the left-hand side, if you look at the size of Dore, it was a minute little village. So it's gone absolutely mad since the 1960s, Dore. Whereas Totley has grown. It's probably doubled in size, Totley, if you look at the left to the right-hand map. But Dore has grown absolutely hugely. But I'll do Dore in a second video because the first video of Totley is long enough. Like I said, excuse me if I don't know the exact places, if it's Abbeydale, it's Totley, etc. But I think you get a feel for it when I get on there. But I thought if I just show you the map, you'll understand why I got confused about where I actually am. But also just look at the population growth in this area of Sheffield. So let's get on the ground now. Welcome if you're new to my channel. I do the good, the bad and the ugly. And today it should be the good. So I'm looking for Dore and Totley. I must have been to Dore and Totley before. I'm certainly driven down this road many times into the Peak District. So let's go and find what I can find today at Dore and Totley. I'm on Abbey Lane at the moment. I normally go straight on for the Peak District, but I think you can turn left as well and go the Baslow way as well, off to Bakewell. So let's pop down here. I'm looking for the train station to start it all. I think that's a good starting point. Does anybody know what this means? This little bit of artwork. Certainly looks like a train to me. It's a lovely area around here. It must be a privilege to live here. I'm not going to ask you to like the video or to follow the channel, but what I'm going to ask you to do is, can you use the height function? You can only actually do that from a mobile. And if you click across on comments, you can hype it and give it a bit of a positive spin for me, please. Might as well start on a bit of a positive. Abbeydale Industrial Hamlet. I don't think I've been in here for a very long time, so I don't even know what's down here. Got a bit of parking here. So you've got a learning centre, cafe, toilets, etc. But I'm just going to give you a quick spin round here. So just here you've got the workers' cottages. Bit of a notice board, but the thing is, it's the encouragement to get you out into these places. Got a bit of map here that shows you all the different rivers coming into Sheffield. The reason we had an industrial revolution here. Powerhouse.
They were wrapped in straw rope and stored in the warehouse. The ways we usually sold.
I can't remember the last time I've been here. Must have come here with my family when I was a kid. Beautiful day as well to be out here. I'm looking for the reservoir, wherever that is. There's lots of little outbuildings here. This is coaching horses and stables. Really gives you appreciation how people used to live in the past. You can appreciate your life now. This must be pretty much one of the last days of summer. I'm struggling a little bit with the sun in my eyes, but it gives you an appreciation. I'm just looking for the reservoir around the back. I'll find it in a moment, and then I'll get on to Dore and Totley. So we've got the tilt forge here. What a contraption. Very essence of Sheffield, this, or the industrial side of it. So just here we've got the water wheels. See one of them under here. Not 100% sure how it's powered, but I'm sure you can get down here and work it all out for yourself. So we're in the boring shop now. Boring means making holes, doesn't it, in things. Boring into things. All very little mesterish. So you've got the grinding hole here, and you can just imagine the continual grinding and the dust on your lungs. And the reason why probably many people only lived to 25, 30 in Sheffield in those days. So just here is Abbeydale Dam, and this is the power. Whole side of it looks more like a nature reserve to me now. See over there the input to the water wheels. Probably somebody can explain. This looks like well, that's another sluice gate into it as well. So you can see the opening times: Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm now on the main road, but you've got another backdrop to it. I always thought there was a bit more of a walk round the reservoir. I thought it was a lot bigger than this, but I was probably only young when I came here last time. But you can see the sluice over there. So looking at it, you can see where there's water, but to me, I'm sure it went right out there. To me, it's been made into a bit of a nature reserve by the looks of it. So I'm absolutely sure it went right out there, but it's just on this little bit now. So just before we get into the main part, we've got Bee Chief Gardens here. We'll have a quick look at these. Now this is how the other half lives, isn't it, folks? So here we have something saying about J.G. Graves donating it, 1935. Really looked after Sheffield folks, but he made an awful lot of money, didn't he? On this side must be Ecclesall Woods, if my map's right. Beautiful row of houses along here. So this is a private nursing home now. But I dread to think the council tax around here. Now, I'm not jealous about people having big properties if they've earned it legitimately. I think it's very unfair to tax people on the size of the house and the location. It should be on the services that you use. Looks a nice little cafe there. Now it's saying Totley's 3/4 of a mile, but I think we're at the train station for Dore and Totley, and then Dore's on the right. But I'll work my way around it with my map book. You can see the sign for Dore and Totley station. Like I said, it says Dore to the right and Totley 3/4 of a mile, but I'm guessing this road runs right through the heart of Totley. As you can see, it's quite a large car park, and it's actually free if you're using the train. You've got the old train station that looks like an Indian restaurant now. Now that's what you call a train station, isn't it? All the buildings are. Let's have a quick walk on here and show it you. But if you go across to Manchester, we don't go the Victoria line through the tunnels. We now go through the Peak District, and this is the way we go across to Manchester. That's why it takes so long. It's quite impressive that though, isn't it? For a modern build. And there you've got the station building. Let me just get a bit further round. I have really picked a fantastic day to film this. And I'll probably get you a view from the other side, but there you can see somewhere nice to sit. This is how it is in the more affluent areas, isn't it? So that's another angle on it. It's absolutely a beautiful station, this. So clean. We're now on the other side. Got the station building from there. But we've got another train line round the back as well. So can anybody explain that? What's a train line coming round the back versus this train line that will be the way through to Manchester? We've got a block of flats there, and it's men's room by Michelle, a little barber's there. It's a lovely looking building. It said this building was used as an auxiliary hospital during the Great War. Woodland View door. I'm guessing these are flats. I'll just show it you from here. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Spin round. Can anybody confirm it's flats of some kind? Or is it some sort of place where you can, like, sheltered type accommodation? We've got a monument just outside here, but there's not a lot on the monument, is there? Let's just have a quick look. The sun's really in my eyes. That's really weird. There's nothing written on this monument at all. There is actually something round the back, and it's a monument to the gentleman Alderman Thomas Wiley. Now this was actually moved here in 1879 when this building was completed, but it looks like it was first done in 1853, but it appears that this guy was the one who'd donated to this institution and got this fitting tribute. As you can see, Bradway's down there, so it's joined at the hip. Totley, Dore and Bradway are pretty much one place nowadays. People who live here might disagree. Got the Abbeydale Tennis Club up here. It's all very exclusive, isn't it? We've got the post office here, but it said this building was used as a hospital during the Great War, which should be the First World War. Come up a bit closer to show you the sign on it. And it's open till 12. It can't be 12 o'clock yet. So we've got the parish of Abbeydale and Millhouses, St John the Evangelist. There's a side view of St John the Evangelist, and then this must be the church hall. Just here we've got Abbeydale Sports Club. I did a fire walk back here in about 2005. I'm not sure if I can actually get in here or not. It said Sheffield Rugby Union Football Club's here, so let's have a quick walk up and see if I can show you anything. Welcome to Sheffield Rugby Union Football Club. There is another pitch, but it's got, I don't know if it's kids on it or university students. I'm not going to film it. It's artificial. But this is where Sheffield Rugby Union Football Club play. It looks nice. But also, for years, Yorkshire Cricket Club used to play, and I think that was actually over there. Yorkshire Cricket Club now. I think they used to talk about it coming back. But what a beautiful spot. But I'm sure my dad actually refereed here once when I was a kid. I don't know if it's on that top pitch up there, but there's another like rugby pitch up there. But as far as I know, that was where the cricket ground was, just there. But it's lovely facilities, isn't it? Well, the sign says prestigious apartments, so that's it. But it looks like a rich industrialist was probably here in the past. It looks like a castle, doesn't it? Probably 1940s, 50s houses that side. More modern 1970s houses this side, but all still very pleasant. Still on Abbeydale Road South. I was expecting a high street. I've not found anything yet for Totley. So a Tesco Express. We have a few shops here. And I always speak to somebody who ain't got a clue about the place. Bathrooms, lush. That must be lucrative, a sales and lettings agent around here. But it looks like we're just coming into Totley. I thought we'd already hit it long ago. More lovely houses, but like I said, I dread the council tax on them, and I think it's very unfair on you. You earned your houses, didn't you, fairly and squarely? So why should you not just pay for the services you use? Now says welcome to Totley, even though we were at Totley and Dore railway station ages ago. But on these hills around here, there's big houses surrounding this valley. Can anybody tell me which of Sheffield's rivers this is? Running just down here. I'll find out when I get home and have a good look on the map. Down here it says Mill Lane, so it's probably worth a walk down here. Called Mill Lane, but I'm guessing the mill went a long time ago. And let's hope I haven't got egg on my face for saying that and somebody tells me differently. I've driven along this road many a time. I didn't even know this was actually Totley. So we got this row of shops just here. I don't know if we've lost a lot of shops now and they've been turned into houses. Gives you an idea what's left. Dog grooming. That looks like a greengrocer. We'll go a bit further up, see what. Definitely Totley though, isn't it? So it says it on the buildings, deli and cafe. Another angle on it, Amy's Nails, Totley Tails and Whiskers, and there we got a post office again, another one. Gives you an idea of the backdrop around here though. Houses on a valley, side of a valley. Guessing if you're born and bred Totley person, you'll know that these shops were probably a lot more like shops. You got Totley Barber there. No high streets escape that. Physiotherapy. And a few others up there. On that end we've got B Chief Medical Practice. But it's a lot longer walk on this road than the map actually looks. Got Crofts Vets there. After the shops I thought I'd finish with Totley, but I've just been told by a couple that the village is up there, but what a beautiful setting. And the church is up there and the pub as well, so I've got to carry on up this hill. Population wise it's only the same size as where I come from, even less, but it's spread out along a long way. I'm a bit shocked how far I've had to walk today. I'm going to be shattered by the end of today, but it's a lovely day. A co-op there, a few more shops here. I don't know what going off there, somebody's car just set off on me and I was nowhere near it. That's Totley Library Bookshop, just on the right hand side where it says the Heatherfield Dental Clinic there. Got Totley Library there, the actual proper library. More shops, but you can see the more affluent the area, the better the quality of shops. That's Liberty Foods, Butcher's Deli Kitchen. Out the cross size pub. So we're actually really in the proper part of Totley. It must have grown massively after the Second World War. Lovely house here. You can quite clearly see now we're in the proper village of Totley. And absolutely beautiful round here, isn't it? I mean, I've discovered somewhere I didn't know before. I've driven through the edge of it, but I didn't know it was where we now are. I'm going to find the church in a moment. It says Chapel Lane down there, so I don't know if there's a chapel down there. Oh, that's just after the church. Chapel Lane down there, but I couldn't find a chapel unless somebody's converted an house. Got a bit of a sitting area around here. All very twee. There it says thank you to Stan Bingham and Jerry Roberts for this garden. I think it's 1976. Really has the countryside feel of Derbyshire around here. Before I come back and film the church and that, I just want to show you this beautiful scenery. So this is where I'm usually coming back from, beautiful Peak District. And then I cut down through here sometimes, but like I said, I never realised I was actually coming through Totley. I'll know that in future. If anybody lives here, let me know and I'll give you a wave next time I'm through. Come on, Sheffield City Council, this is disgraceful. Got one of these markers, it should be painted white and black. It says Sheffield 6 miles, Baslow 6 miles, Bakewell 10. I'm living in the wrong area of Sheffield. Well, I live at S25, but I need to live out here. I'm just going to pop down Totley Hall Lane, hopefully I can find the church. But it gives you an idea around here. I've just spoke to somebody, this was called the Fleur de Lis, and I'm absolutely sure I probably came in here when I was younger, back in the 1980s. One of us used to drive the car, and we came in all sorts of places. We haven't got a clue where we've been, but an old place from the past. So in the midst of these modern housing estates, you get to the real essence of these places. But the old farms will have all gone. It's Totley Mews now. I'm guessing these were all farms around here at one bit. Same again, the lovely backdrop around here. You've got to be lucky to end up in a place like this. And I've got the hall just here. Seeing the best view I can get on the hall for you. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'll just get a better view round corner. Just like Southampton, close to where I live. All the old farms have gone and whatever. And this is a hall that probably would have stood in the middle of all the old farms. Gorgeous, isn't it? At least it's still in its entirety. It's been that long a walk, I've had to just repower my camera. This looks like an old school. Somebody will probably confirm it, or it's just a nice house, I'm not sure. But I've just been waiting for the wedding to go away because there's been a big wedding by the looks of it. Don't want to get in anybody's faces with a camera. A wedding, even though that's what they probably do. Beautiful. And it's got a message on it. This building was designed as an infant school for inhabitants of Totley. Was erected and furnished at the cost of, it says Juice Coke Esquire. Oh yeah, he must have furnished it AD 1827, I think. Yeah, 1827. So that was the schoolhouse. Here we are at All Saints. Let's go and have a quick look. That's a very different church to what I'd expected. See if I can get another angle on it for you. For an old village, I expected something grander and older, so I'm a little bit shocked. There is a stone on this because it was built in 1923. There you can see the stone says it was built or laid in 1923. So it's a very recent church for what I'd have thought was a very old village. I'd have expected one with the old church. Sorry, with the old hall. It's very puzzling why the church is so modern. It's got a big old hall here. I would have thought Totley existed as a village hundreds of years ago, you know, more than, well, a few hundred years ago. And then the church is 1923, very weird to me. I've got a ladybird on me, it looks like a black one rather than a red one. Don't know if you can see it on my hand, I'm going to have to get it off in a moment. Put it somewhere safe. Anyway, the ladybird's flown away. But I was just told if I wanted to know more about the church, I'd have to find the vicar in the pub. I could have cut across to Dore earlier and finished the video, but what I decided to do is get a couple more of the churches. This is a chapel of the English martyrs, and I've got another one at the bottom of the hill. But they will mean something to people. Yeah, it's a bit plain and boring, isn't it? But this church will have meant something to people with their history, so I shouldn't mock that. Notice one thing, in a more affluent village, you haven't got loads of takeaways. Might not be as good shops as they used to be, but not full of fast food places, is it, round here? But if anybody can do a better video than this, give me a shout and we'll come back out and do it together. You can tell me what I didn't do right. So we've got Abbeydale Road surgery. I don't talk about this on my channel at all, even though I'm well advanced to Dr. John Campbell. I trust my immune system. I've not had a cold since before lockdown. So I've gone 5 years without a cold. I've noticed there's plenty of dentists and I'm guessing doctors around here. Richer, more affluent area. So I've not walked far, and then we've got another medical practice. You've not got these massive medical practices around here. More affluent area. In the more working class areas, they put us in one big one. This is how we used to be with the smaller practices. Now on Totley Road, I've had to just get the zoom camera out and just show you that. It looks like an angel, that, doesn't it? Isn't it beautiful? And that house. So I'm going to finish it off, this part of the video, before I go and find Dore. So this is Totley Rise Methodist Church, 2 church buildings, church and lounge over there. So that wraps this part up. So it's part of the very affluent Hallam constituency. And I'll say no more, I'm not going to make it a negative video. I'll leave it on a positive note. And it looks like a friendly looking cat there. So that's over and out from Totley.